Blog Talk Radio.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
Stephon Devereux Show here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. How's everybody doing? Hope you can hear me a little bit better. We've been having some microphone issues the past couple of weeks here on the station, and well, I don't know if it's I don't want to blame the network. Don't want to blame the network. I'm not that controversial yet. But anyway, what's up with people today? How have you been? How's your week? What you up to? Yeah. We got a special guest this afternoon on today's show. It could be nighttime where you're listening to us. But we got a special guest today. Got my man, Trey Diesel and LD, the CEO. Well, Trey Diesel, the artist, or Trey Diesel's the artist, and LD is the CEO for an independent label that's making some noise called Freedom Corner Brand. Yeah, Freedom Corner Brand. I like that name, actually. I really do. But we got them on today's show, and it's going to be an interesting interview. You know, we try to do that, try to give those interesting interviews. It's just what we do here on the Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Try to have some fun with their guests, get to know them a little bit better. The whole shebang. But anyway, got some news to go through. Let me start this off real quick. So I was called racist this morning. I was called racist. Why was I called racist? Because I decided to share my opinion about Wendy Williams. And you're going to laugh when you hear this. But I decided to share my opinion on Wendy Williams. You know, Wendy Williams is receiving some backlash. Backlash, I love that. But some backlash over her comments she made about Joaquin Phoenix. You know, the Joker. Yeah. River's little brother, as I like to call him. But she made some really mean comments about his cleft lip. People were upset about it, but now they want her fired, which I find so funny. So you're mad at her for talking about a man's lip, okay? But when it came to the black dudes, she sat there and destroyed on her show. She sat there and kicked them while they were down. She found stuff to just sit there, and she made up stuff about people, a lot of black people on her show. And there was never no outrage, no backlash or nothing. But she makes a comment about Joaquin Phoenix, there's an issue. Yeah, I know. But I'm the bad guy, though. So this is how I was called racist. So I said what I said. Why don't she, where was the backlash when she was disrespecting these black guys? Where was the backlash? Where was the fire Wendy Williams? Where was the petitions and all that? So a white guy comes to my page and says, oh, you really hate white people. It's kind of funny because you're with a white chick. And I scratched my head. Now, number one, he's right. My wife is white. I've never heard that from anyone. Everyone has known that. Love my wife to death. And we'll leave it there because I'm not going to bring my wife into this argument. But the number two, he told me that I must really hate white people. Dude, do you not know I'm in the damn wrestling business? Do you not know I'm around more white people than black in the wrestling business? My outside job, I'm around more white people than black. If I didn't like white people, I would never be around people, period, at all. I wouldn't go outside because there's white people everywhere. But I'm racist, though. I have plenty of white friends, but I'm racist. I've never said anything derogatory about white people, but I'm racist. I just call out what I see. But me destroying a black woman who has been destroying black men makes me racist. Dude, please put the pipe down. I'm begging you. Please put the pipe down. Because it makes no sense to me. How are you going to call me racist? Me, Stephon Devereux. God damn it. My character name sounds more Let's be real. Let's be real. Stephon Devereux sounds like a white guy. Am I correct? So if I was so damn racist towards white people, why would I even use a name like Stephon Devereux that I've been using for over 25 years? Well, think about that. Think about that. Think about that. I got black heroes, I got white heroes, but I'm racist because I called on a black woman who's been downing black men for years. But I'm racist. Oh, Lord. I know. I don't get it. I don't get it either. Maybe my guests will get it. Maybe they'll understand what this guy's trying to say to me. But I'm racist towards white people, though. You know? I know. Sometimes these people just drive me crazy. They drive me crazy. But other than that, we're going to take a break real quick. When we come back from the break, we're going to have Trey Diesel and the CEO of the Freedom Corner brand here on the show. We'll get it popping in a minute. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We'll be right back after this break.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguytokeephiminterested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.
Stephon Devereux Show, Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Don't forget, check out Stephon Devereux at the UCW show coming up January 31st, Dawson, PA. Go to ucwprowrestling.com for tickets. And yeah, the show's going to be banging. It's going to be banging. I can't wait. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into the show next week on the Devereux Committee show. And let you know main event, other matches, appearances, and so forth and so forth. But this week, like I said, we got a special guest here today. Got my man Trey Diesel and LD, the CEO of the Freedom Corner brand. Let's go, guys.
What's going on?
All right, we in, guys. What's up, fellas?
Good. Man, we here.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right. Good morning, fellas. Good morning. I know we got you here early. We got you here early.
What's going on?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? You know, when I was telling the fans a little bit earlier, you know, that you guys are doing some big things, but I figure I'm going to let you guys explain it. You know what I'm saying? Yourself. I'm going to start with LD. I'm going to start with you, man, because, you know what I'm saying, you the head honcho here, bro. CEO, Freedom Corner brand. You know what I'm saying? Please let us know more about this label and the moves it's trying to make in the year 2020.
Well, basically, what we're trying to do is get some of this talent that we have here in the city, exposure. So, man, we got some guys here with some real talent, and I'm just trying to help everybody that I can that has their head screwed on straight get out here, man, and get this money. You know what I'm saying? And make some great music in the process.
Yes. Yes, and it's a lot easier to do that these days to make money in the music business compared to it was 20 years ago for independent artists. Matter of fact, where are you located?
We're in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, okay, cool. I've never been down there, but I know it has a great history for music and for my other business, professional wrestling. So I'm very familiar with the area. I haven't been down there yet, but I'm very familiar with the area for sure. So look, Trey Diesel.
What's going on, huh?
Tell me why they call you Trey Diesel.
Why they call me Trey Diesel? It kind of was like a childhood nickname. My name's Trey, and Diesel part, they came from my favorite basketball player was Shaq. And
Shaq.
So that's kind of how they came up.
Hey, look, Shaq's my favorite player, too. He's the reason why. It wasn't Michael Jordan. I'm 41 years old, so people thought immediately think that I, follow Michael Jordan. But it was actually Shaq who got me into basketball. Because, man, I used to watch him in college, and I said, wow. And then he got picked. So I love the name, of course. I love the name. I do. So you guys, you got an independent label, you got new music coming out and so forth. As far as from your perspective, Trey, what are you trying to do? What type of impact are you trying to have on this music industry with the music that you're producing and putting out?
Me, myself, personally, I feel like I just love music, and I feel like everybody has their soundtrack in their life, like I just want to just make good music, like make people have fun again. You know what I'm saying? Like bring the energy back into it. Yeah. I miss those days too. I swear I miss those days because our energy is not the same the way it used to be when it comes to music. Yeah.
LD, or this the type of artist that you're trying to bring forth to your label or bring forth from your label to the public. Artists with their own unique style, with their own unique flavor. Is that what you're looking for, or is there a certain type of artist that you are looking for?
There's not necessarily a certain type. Just listening for that sound, and somebody brought Trey to my attention a few months ago and was like, man, you need to hear this kid. I heard you got a studio, blah, blah, blah. I need to bring this kid over. So I met with him, and when I heard the music, it was undeniable. He already had songs that were radio ready, recorded quality. We just brought him in and tightened up the loose ends, and I tried to add to it everything that I could, and ready to go.
That's dope. So you have your own studio and everything. You produce music as well?
I'm not a producer in the traditional sense. I'm an executive producer. We have several producers that work under us with the label, and yes, we have our own facility here in the city where all the youngsters come to record. But yes, to answer your question,
I say executive producing. I think that there's more challenges when when you have to be the executive of a project, because then the decisions ultimately come down to you. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to picking music for a project, is it harder for you to do that because you don't want to pretty much hurt your artist's feelings? Because let's say they have a song on the project that they love, but you're like, I don't think it's going to fit. Have you ever come across that problem yet?
Absolutely. And I just try to start with a solid foundation. I talk to all the artists. I won't say on a daily basis, but several times a week. And, if you just keep it honest with everybody from the beginning, then it's a lot easier when you come to those kind of obstacles. And I've explained it to them ahead of time, so they understand. But the feeling is really gonna be when the music drops and everybody gets up, when they feeling the song. Then we kind of it's kind of easy for us to agree if that makes sense.
Understandable. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. We got Trey Diesel and the CEO of Freedom Corner brand, my man LD. Now look, Trey, I know you got something coming soon. What's coming? I know you got something coming soon. What's coming, bro?
Oh, yeah. Well, first, the bankrolls are already out. The singles out. Shout out to Freedom Corner brand. The EP's coming soon, working on that. I haven't really just came up with a trailer yet, but it's coming very soon.
Do you prefer doing an EP over an LP, or do you like doing singles? I mean, what's your preference?
For right now, I think kind of singles is kind of the best way, so I can kind of like get some music out there, like create like a buzz. And so when people are like ready for the tape, just hit them with it.
It's a good point. I was watching a documentary yesterday about Motown, and Barry Gordy and Smokey Robinson were talking about the beginnings of Motown and where they came through. And they had this one thing in their part of their label. And this question is for you, LD. That is, it was the quality control room, where they would listen to the albums and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down if that album should be released. Do you have a formula that works for you that helps you decide if an album is going to be released or not?
Well, I'll tell you right now, we are pretty much focused on the single route. We're not putting out any albums at this time. Maybe later, but not right now. We have several artists, several singles that are ready to go, and because of the way the music industry has changed, algorithms determine everything. So the consistency is almost more important than having a project necessarily.
True.
Just try to keep everything, consistent and staying in rotation.
True. And see, I look at it now that I own a radio station and everything, but I always say that the way the game is now, the playlist is basically the radio station for the kids today. Do you find yourself trying to get on more playlists, or do you still try to contact radio stations? I mean, as a label owner, how do you market your music these days? Because it's kind of different than years ago.
Yeah, the playlist is huge with us. That's our primary marketing strategy, is to get on as many playlists as we can, and has been blessed. He's been selected to be on several that are actually out now, and another one coming in another 2 weeks. So yes, playlists. I do a lot of online marketing, social media, digital stuff. That's not really my forte. I have to call in somebody to handle that for me, but it's necessary.
Yeah, I can't lie. Back trying to send emails and sending music and so forth, it can be painful for the brain sometimes. So when I try to do it, it's better off bringing someone else in to do that instead of trying to do it yourself, especially when you have other things you have to, do that's helping the project. Now, you have Trey Diesel. I just love saying that name, Trey D. I don't know why, but do you have other artists that you have planning on coming out this year?
I was going to say, we call him Trey D too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
We have an artist by the name of Dexter So Real. His song actually has the most streams of any release that we put out. It's been on Spotify for just over a year. His little brother, The Real. We also have an artist that's actually dropping a mixtape tomorrow by the name of Gutter 2. The mixtape is called Me, Myself, and Gutter. And we have a handful of artists that we're working with right now. Contract negotiation, but nothing on the wood just as of yet.
That's dope. So you said someone's dropping tomorrow. What's the name of the song? What's the name of the artist of the song again?
The artist is Gutta C, Gutta, and then capital C, and the name of this project is Me, Myself, and Gutta.
Me, myself, and I like that. Okay, I most definitely will have it up on the station before the week's out. I most definitely will have it up. As soon as it drops tomorrow, I'll go and find a song, find something, I'll put it on the station for daggone sure, man. Most definitely. Now, because I'm not going to lie, I love independent music, and that's what this station is pretty much. Just the lifeblood of this station is independent music. Do you see? Because my thing is a lot of times when labels, smaller labels get into this daggone, I call it a rat race sometimes, but when they get into this race here, they tend to not last long. Now, I feel like it feels like you have a plan in place that's going to keep you around for a long time. Can you give advice to another independent label owner who's just starting out? You tell them how hard it is and what they could possibly do to strengthen themselves and their label.
That's a good question. I find that music being what it is, being something that's totally subjective, and when you are feeling a product that you love, it's difficult sometimes to make the right decision because you have this personal attachment to the actual that you're selling. So I just remind them that business, and we've adopted the strategy of that are self-invested. It's the same way you get a loan to the bank to buy a house, and you're not coming to the table with something very hard to negotiate. So I try to just remind them that if somebody's self-invested, it's probably a better investment for you versus something that you may just love a whole lot. Music sounds good to you, but, is that person in the right mindset? Because it's all about selling.
Facts. Man. Well, okay, let me go back to you, Trey D's. Oh, I'm about to say Trey D again. He said they call you Trey D. But okay, so what's your style like? If you had to describe your style describe your style to someone, what would you describe your style as?
Oh man, that's a hard. That's kind of hard. My style, I would say, I couldn't say an exact person. I just say it's a down south mixed with a little bit of West Coast style. It's like it's down south, a little bit of West Coast.
That's dope. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of both, of the down south music and West Coast. I'm a huge fan of Rap A Lot records. Anything that Rap A Lot used to drop, that came out, I got everything. I mean, Rap A Lot was probably the best label to me when I was younger. And then I went on to Devereux and, had my little West Coast thing for a minute. But that's a good combination. I like that. I really do. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I was going to say, you took the word right out of my mouth, man. Rap A Lot was, where it was at when it was coming up. Rap A Lot, of course, No Limit, and, of course, Cash Money. But Rap A Lot was the blueprint for all of that.
Yes, and you know what? Rap A Lot doesn't get the credit that it deserves. And I was I had a guest on here a few months ago from the area, from Houston, and we were talking about that. And the one thing I will say about Rap A Lot is, yes, they gave the blueprint. They gave the blueprint to a lot of these other labels that came after them. And I'm really happy for, Scarface and Willie D. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to my man Bushwick Bill. But I'm really happy for those guys because they've been able to take their career and take it to another level. Because when people find it funny that these guys were running for public office, but if you listen to their music, you would understand it was always about the community, and people forget that. Now, speaking of community, how is your community receiving the music down there? Man,
they're rocking with us. They're loving it. I'm blessed to have a partner. My partner, Joe Cal, he's the owner also. He's actually the president. He's actually in church right now. I'm going to go out there and think he's the best that we got around here. There's a couple other guys that have notoriety and are really good at what they do, but I'm going to put myself right there, up there with them. If we're not, we're right under them. And they love the sound, Everybody that leaves the studio turn into a repeat. They come back and they rock it for the salon.
It's dope. That is dope. All right, man. Before we head out of here, Trey Diesel, tell the fans again. Remind them what you got coming for 2020, bro.
2020. The bankroll is already out. There's another single coming behind it. I haven't picked the exact one yet, but another one coming in 2020. It's just taking advantage of everything. Like I said, the EP coming too.
Now, as far as show, you guys doing shows and everything too?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trey D's gonna be at South by Southwest this year.
Oh, so y'all making moves. Y'all making big moves. That's what I'm talking about. That's a big move right there. That is huge. That is a huge move right there. I love hearing that. That is a huge move out, man, right there. Please get some footage of that so I can put it up on my Angry Kids page, because I would love to do that. And then when we do the blog for you guys, I can add some footage to the blog as well. Yeah, most definitely.
Greetings in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. This is Pastor Don Jr., CEO. I'm the founder and commissioner of the Elite 300 winning team members. And I want to know what kind of connections y'all have out in Las Vegas and out on the West Coast, because we out here and we need new music. This 2020 is the year of success, and I would definitely like to connect with y'all directly.
I'm here. I'm in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I have. Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay.
I have a few people on the West Coast, LA area. I have connections in the Bay also. And I got a loose Vegas plug. It's not real solid just yet, but one of my friends working out there.
I definitely want to connect with y'all, man. Y'all sound like y'all making some moves, man. And to my brother who hosts them, man, I love the energy. My name is Pastor Don Jr., CEO. Our radio network is available in 66 countries. We have 25 AM and FM radio markets domestically, and we have over 3 million listeners and 100,000 podcast downloads. And I'm looking for more contacts and talent going into the new year. A lot of times we get wrapped up into the people we know. We got to talk to people that we don't know to get that blessing that we need.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
Right. So
that's right. That is a
with
fact.
Them, you got my number on the screen. I don't want to disrespect your show and throw my number out there, but anybody can call me. I need help.
I'm on that.
I can't make it without you.
No, go ahead. Throw it out there.
818. It's a Hollywood number. We're based in Las Vegas, but it's 818-358-5722. 818-358-5722. One more time for the Sunday. 818-358-5722. Yeah, hit me up, y'all. Hit me up after the show. Send me an email to DonJrCEO@gmail.com. Let us make some stuff happen.
You said Don Jr. CEO
at gmail.com.
Yep. Got you.
8 characters, yep. Hit me up right after the show, man. I got a lot of radio stations we're going to be on today. We have a database of 4,500, and I'm going to be visiting these stations physically. So I'm looking for artists to go with me to these stations, because we already been on their shows. We already increased their listening audience, but now we actually bringing the artists to sit with them live at the station. So I need new artists.
It's dope. That is dope. That is dope.
Definitely
DJs
real.
too.
Definitely
DJs too. We don't just need the artists. We need more platforms like this with brothers and good interviews. So everybody's welcome.
No. I most definitely be in touch. That's why I wrote everything down. Trust me, I wrote everything down, man. I swear I did. All right, guys, we got to head out of here. But I want to thank you for joining us this week. And like I tell my audience every week, make sure you keep your eyes out on the music that we put on the show. And as soon as the show is over on the network, you will be able to hear the music that Trey Diesel and LD has been talking about. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining us this week. You're listening to the Stephon Devereux Show here on Angry Kids 24/7 Radio, and we are out.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio. Kids 24/7 Radio.
How to text a guy to keep him interested? It's a question many women ask daily. Well, Amy North believes she has found the answer with How to Text a Guy to Keep Him Interested. It's a new course that she has put together, and it's helping ladies all across the world. You can go to howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com for more information. Amy says she has the answer, so find out there at howtotextaguy-to-keep-him-interested.weebly.com.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
You're listening to Angry Kids 24/7 Radio.